Hi everybody, we're back. We're back for more 7 Days to Die, and it's
Hello.
Royfolk, Lynx,
Are we
Mythen,
killing them?
and
Are we killing
Pixie.
them?
The good
Yes.
news is
Killing them!
it's no longer Pixie Man. We got Pixie
I
back.
am Pixie Woman!
Yeah. So I'm kind of just seeing how the spikes is gonna go on this base, and I've done a bit of we've done
Where are
some
they?
improvements on the base. But I
That
think
was just a mini horde.
that was a mini
I
horde,
think,
yeah.
I think that was the horde, the horde before the storm.
Yeah.
Yes, the calm before the
Well, the
horde.
thing is, I thought of just keeping an eye on the date there. It's day 34. So, are we supposed to get the next feral hordes on day 35?
That's correct.
Yep. So, I mean, this is a small horde. I mean, how much? There were like 8 or 10, or how many of them?
Oh, not even. Were they more than 4? I don't know.
There weren't that many.
I can see 1, 2, 3 bodies, and there was a dog as well. So
Yeah, it's interesting about the dog because that's you don't normally get that with a horde, do you?
yeah. Oh no.
Unless
yeah.
you get those bad hordes, you know, the feral hordes, you get the cops and the dogs and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Where are the corpses?
I haven't noticed recently. I'm sure there used to be more hordes with dogs in
Yeah.
it that weren't actually feral hordes, but
There should be.
No,
more
Myth and I
hordes.
was, Pixie and I wasn't up on the server for about a week. We're just back now after another week on the weekend. And tell us a bit about what happened on the server on the last weekday while we were not here. What did you do? Did you do a bit of exploring or anything like that?
we did attempt the city a couple of times. It didn't go well at all.
Why did you try to go to the city?
Cause we got
Why?
bored, and then we realized boredom was actually being suicidal, and that was a mistake. And
we wanted some
died.
more books.
Yeah,
We wanted to
And
find some more
I want to say
recipes.
thanks for the books because there were a few books that I could study when I came onto the server.
That's
And
good.
I did get some chest armor, which is great. I really appreciate that. That will help.
So our deaths weren't in vain then, which is good.
Yes, no, it did definitely improved the life of your fellow team members.
Right, you pushed me into the spikes. Now I will push you.
Do you see any zombies, Lynx? I can
Well,
hear a
I
dog
hear
coming.
something.
Yeah, there's
Yep,
a couple
I
of dogs.
see them. Yep. Oh man, they freak me out when they run. I
Hey,
just never
doggies.
get used to that.
There's a whole horde coming from that side there.
I'm killing the doggies.
Why are those? Why is that horde standing still over there?
Sometimes that happens when there are crawlers, I think. And I think they actually wait for part of the horde
So
to catch up.
so we should really be taking some of them down, I suppose, while we can.
Yeah. They look like tops, or are they just fatties? I don't know.
They kind of look like fatties actually.
We're so sizes.
It could be that they have already fallen down, but no.
We're still unleashing our wrath upon them.
Yeah, well, we don't want them in great numbers, so if we can reduce the numbers a bit, that would be quite handy.
Get out of here.
That's right. Fight them with fire.
Yeah.
And then let me just push you a little bit.
I'm carrying
Now.
a torch. That's not such a good idea.
So the two dogs, did they actually die on the spikes or did you guys shoot them?
I didn't.
Oh,
No,
look,
I
there's
didn't.
smoke trailing behind.
Oh yeah, let's see.
So the question is, yeah, so is it day 35 already?
Yes.
So does it actually work on the day when it switches over? We can get
Just from my observation, I might be wrong, but it doesn't seem that all zombies become feral. It only seems like a horde spawns on that day that is a feral horde. That's how I understand it. I don't know.
yeah.
I was initially under the impression that it's actually all zombies turn into feral
Yeah.
zombies on that day, and a horde will just spawn as they normally do, and it just so happens that they are feral then, but I don't. Yeah, I don't
Look
know.
at those dogs.
So one of the things that we've done differently with this base from the base on the previous server is I've added these bars on the side. And Mythen, as far as you know, you didn't get any spider zombie slime over these.
No, not a single one.
So it looks like this might actually help for the spider zombies. I'm not sure how it's gonna go with cop zombies. The problem I have with the cop zombies is that they tend to kind of come to the door, and they can't break down the door, but they tend to blow up when they get damaged in front of the door, and that could potentially undermine the base. So that's where you need to do repairs if you get some of those cop zombies that actually destroys the blocks from underneath. Because this base is pretty strong and you can keep repairing it.
PvP on,
No.
so you won't get set on fire if I do this.
Time to unleash.
Unless the fire is kind of separate.
I don't know. I'm gonna test it.
Payback for pushing her into the spikes.
Let me
So
just
Pixie
get my
is
first
again
aid kit
trying
ready.
to kill team members. I can't believe this. So Pixie, did you also get a iron armor?
No. Can I get
So
some
what type
iron
of
armor, please?
what type of armor are you using at the moment?
That looks like iron armor.
It does look like iron armor actually.
Yeah, I do, but I don't have iron boots, iron leggings, or whatever.
Although, so hold on. So the female armor is different. So even though they both,
The
because
same armor.
your
It's a
armor
kind of a Joan
is
of
black.
Arc.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Joan of Arc kind of impression. Yeah,
Where's-
yeah, you destroy the torch because you keep on hitting it until the durability completely fails on that.
Why is your foot sticking out through your shoe, Yellow Pixie? Have you got
What?
big feet?
I think she's
Can
got
I see?
huge feet actually.
Can I see on your screen?
There's a part
Can
of
I
your
see
foot.
on your screen?
Yeah, your feet is sticking out behind the back. Yeah, I
You're
can
wearing
see that.
sandals. Are
She's
you
wearing-
sandals.
She's
in your
wearing
pocket?
those shoes that you wear when you walk. When your feet is kind of got some sort of a problem, you cut the soles away and you just wear the
My
shoes on the
eyes
top.
aren't good, so I use my feet to feel the vibrations in the ground to tell if a horde is coming.
Cool, I like that.
That's
That's
pretty
why I
good.
sometimes accidentally go around shooting people because I don't know where I'm
Yeah.
looking.
And for you guys to show you how much trust I have and faith I have in the base, I'm walking around with venison stew,
Nice.
and I'm gonna stand here and just eat it in front of these guys.
I don't think they're here yet.
No, that's probably not a feral. That was just a horde, but it wasn't anything near what it would be under those circumstances. I can
here
hear a
we-
bee. I
here
think
we
we're
go.
gonna get a feral horde now, because there's a bee there. Do you normally get bees in this area?
No. I can get the bee. Go.
Good shot. Well, if we get a
Who's
bee
next?
now, we're gonna get the dog soon.
Oh yeah. There's a few to the what's it, southwest.
Are they walking?
They are just walking.
Just strolling.
Ooh, I'm getting that one. Oh, I missed. Okay. I'll get this one. Then. Oh yeah, I got that one. Cool. I'll get.
It's not that many actually.
No, I don't think this is the feral horde.
Yay!
I don't know. These
Right.
are just kind of lost. Few
Yay.
lost people.
They're lost people? You didn't tell me they were people.
Well, they were people originally.
You didn't.
I don't know. I saw a couple of dogs and a few fatties, and then I saw a bee and
No, if they were people, I wouldn't have wasted my. I wouldn't have wasted the crossbow bolts. You could have just told me.
I think
The
it will
spike
still
club
record.
It's fine.
I think it will still record. Well, the moon is going down slowly. So what I might do is I might stop the recording and I'll record again at the next point when something interesting happens, because the night wasn't too interesting, but being the day 35 we might see something interesting coming up, and then I'll
And
just start
jump
recording
over
again.
people.
Okay.
Are
Oh,
we
we
waiting for
go.
a feral horde?
I think
The feral horde.
there's a horde just running past here
Feral horde. It's a
at
feral
great
horde.
speed.
Right.
Well, they're not seeing me actually.
we should kill them all.
Oh, they already ran away.
Aw.
That's the most uneventful
Hi
feral horde
guys!
Can't be a feral horde. That's just a standard
Hi.
horde.
ever.
Make me
Yeah.
run all the way up here from the bottom of the mine.
They came past here at a huge speed. I think they were picking up somebody in the mine because they tried to kind of focus on somebody in the mine.
Really?
Well, they got to focus on somebody. These hordes, when they come through, I'm sure they go through a particular they have a particular system.
Yeah,
So
but
they
I
will.
was so deep. I was all the way down in the bottom of
Yeah.
the mine.
But I don't think it's a matter of them detecting you per se. It's more how the horde is spawned. So they'll have a kind of a bearing that they'll be running towards. So if you're on the surface, they will meet you. But if you're
Okay.
underground, they will kind of run past you.
What if there are multiple players online?
They seem to pick just randomly a player. I don't know how it works actually. Because two players will be on a map, for instance, and then the horde will kind of run past one player. But I was standing here on the corner and they just ran past.
What if the horde, like, was just like continuously walking through the map and like you had a chance to run into them?
Well, if one person trigger them, somebody else will pay the price if the horde runs into them. Yeah, so for the people on YouTube, Mythen is expanding the base upwards and just looking at putting in a stairway. But with stairways, it's always a bit tricky to go up in a small space. So it's a bit of a tricky business. But Mythen will figure it out. And it seems like we've somebody new joined the server. Oh, he left again.
Aw. You
Oh, well.
guys, it's because you guys look so happy to see them. They're like, oh my goodness, no.
This is-
Let's get out of here.
What's going on? Is this a trap?
Overwhelming.
Everybody is really happy to see you. Yeah.
Probably because it's night time.
I didn't even say hello because Mythen said hello.
I don't even say
I
hello
said
because-
hello.
Yeah. They come and go.
Yeah. Oh well. Some people just go from server to server and I don't know what they do. Doesn't matter. Who cares? So Mythen is expanding the base upwards so we will have a bit of a better view. And what was really good about this is I was just standing here when the horde came past and they didn't even see me, they just kept running. But we didn't actually, it's day 36 and we didn't actually see a feral horde. So we might still, sometimes it seems like the server skips a day and it goes on to another day. So Mythen, you've used one of these half concrete blocks over
Yep.
here. And that seems to work because I can get my head through here.
Yeah, and what I'm going to try and do quickly is put in another one of these hatches and see if that allows us to, although, ooh, that is getting pretty tight.
What if there were roving bands of survivors? That were like NPCs. NPCs.
I think that you can do some really interesting things with these. With creating kind of NPC scenarios.
Oh, like there were.
Ah,
If you go
I
to
tell
the
you what you
city-
can do, Mythen. I don't know if you want to do it, but if
Yeah.
you put another half concrete block here, and then put the trapdoor, do you think the trapdoor will attach to that half concrete
possibly.
block?
So you're
It-
saying over here?
Yeah, it wouldn't be very tidy. Where the half concrete block is, if you put it on top of it,
Oh, okay.
it wouldn't look pretty. But
Do you think it's going to attach to that?
I'm wondering whether the trapdoor will actually attach to that. So guys on YouTube, we've been Mythen has been using these trapdoors to make it possible for us to walk here. So above my head is a trapdoor because we can actually walk over it. Where if we were to put any solid block there, any full block, we wouldn't be able to look out this window or walk underneath of that. So we're just trying to save a little bit of space by putting trapdoors in, so we can still walk on them. And I think the trick is up here is to attach the trapdoor onto something, because it seems like you can't put it flush against the surface because it's not attaching to anything.
Do you reckon it'll work if I put the half block here instead? Because I don't.
Where you stand, like
Yeah.
like over. Yeah, I think so. I think it just needs to attach to something.
Okay. Let's try that. Because I kind
I
of don't
think-
want a block
Dog.
rising on.
There's
Yeah.
seems like a horde's coming now. Actually,
Okay. I'll
It's
go
not
sleep.
feral anymore, is it?
it's not a feral day supposedly.
Hello. Hey guys. You keep running around until you die. Good job. So smart.
Well, that was a lucky
So
shot on that guy.
clever. Good job, guys. Get top marks. Cleverness.
So, are they still running around here on the spikes?
They all died. I shot them.
Cool. I think the spikes is doing a good job. Oh,
Spikes are awesome.
so that actually worked, Mythen.
Yeah, that works.
So, what are you planning? Do you want to go further up with the base, or do you have ideas around putting in a roof? Or
I don't know yet.
okay, cool. Well, that's what's nice about this tower is you can always expand upwards and decide what you want to do.
So what do these trapdoors do? Sorry. Quick look up.
So what it means is if I put full-size blocks where the trapdoors are, you wouldn't actually be able to walk through here. Your head will keep on hitting these blocks. So the trapdoors are just a really thin platform that allows us to walk on top of it,
Oh.
and that's why I've locked them all with a pin that you don't know, so you
Alright.
cannot accidentally open them.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, it's a clever
What's
use
the
of
pin?
space.
No.
It's a clever use of space because you can now walk through here, which you couldn't otherwise do, and having that half block there allows us to walk through there. Yeah.
I
So-
almost do you reckon it's possible to attach a trapdoor to a trapdoor?
Yes, I think it is.
Because then I wouldn't have had to use the half block even. I could have just put another trapdoor right down there where the half block is. Let's
yeah.
try it. Let's try it. 'Cause I want to test this.
Yeah, and I think what we'll see is that the trapdoor will also fall now. And
Yep,
then if you
that's
put another
fine.
trapdoor next to it,
Make two.
you can attach that trapdoor to that. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay. Goodbye.
Sleep well. Happy dreams.
Bye.
Bye.
Just remember to exit. Oh, Lynx, you just lost all your clothes.
Yeah, I
happened?
don't know why.
User
I've
disconnected from your
just
channel.
I've just found a button that you push and it takes everything off.
That's yeah. That's
This-
that's a interesting button to have.
Oh, it is. It's so quick. I don't know why you'd need it.
I don't even know what I was busy doing.
Yeah, completely
yeah,
lost
hatches.
focus now. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. So the hatch attached to the hatch. That's the idea. That actually worked.
It did.
Yeah. And you can actually walk over these hatches, and as long as you don't remove this hatch, because then the other hatch will just drop because it's got
Yeah.
nothing on it. And
So
I mean,
maybe we need to just upgrade these hatches to make them more permanent.
yeah, that would be no problem at all. So I'll just upgrade these hatches, and then they'll be that much stronger. And then it's going to be difficult to break. And there's really no downside to that. Cool. That works really well. Yeah, so this is a clever use of space. Now there might be some other blocks that's like a hatch that only takes a small amount of space, which we can use instead of a hatch. So we can probably experiment with other kinds of
Okay,
designs.
Like a plywood type platform. I don't know if you have something like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how to spell it. Plywood, wood plank. Wood planks is just wood planks, But I suppose you can't put down a wood plank, can you? Can you place a wood plank?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
It looks like a stick basically. If I take a wood plank, it looks like a stick, and I can't place it down. So you
Right.
gotta. I suppose if you type in wood plank, it's supposed to tell you what you can make with a wood plank.
You know what else might have actually worked? Iron bars. That would have been another alternative.
Yeah, iron bars would also work.
And then you can shoot through it as well.
You can also, well, wood frames wouldn't work because we don't want that.
Or what about
Hatch.
a window? Does a window go? Does it sit in the middle of a block that it attaches to, or does it sit on top or under? Same as I guess what a hatch would do. I don't know.
I think it will attach the same way as a hatch.
But obviously that's not. Although you can reinforce a window, can't you? Or not yet?
Um,
Because I remember reading something about that somewhere, but it may have been the dev blog. So
yeah, well, we can experiment with that. Just make a few sticks and just test it with a window. Because a window is just a few sticks.
yeah, it is.
I'll just make a window and see what happens. Because it looks like a window with glass in it.
Yeah.
And I know you can walk on it because in one of those maps we played, there was those, you could kind of walk on windows and stuff. I don't know where to place it just as a test, but I can probably place it anywhere as a test. And then we can just break it again. So if we had a... The window... Yeah. The window would have worked, because look at that. Oh no, not really. That's not quite where I want it.
No, that seems like it's in the middle.
But I haven't tried all the configurations, because I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
you can try other configurations.
What is it attached to?
That's a good question. It must be attached to the block underneath for some strange reason.
7 years of bad luck.
Well, it's not a mirror. Oh, what
That's
happened?
true.
What
That's
happened
true.
to the light? There was a the hatch. The hatch disappeared.
Did it?
Yeah, when I broke the window,
Yeah. Oh.
the hatch disappeared. So somehow it attached itself to the hatch, and I just removed the hatch again.
Ah.
That's alright, I'll just put another hatch there. And it will take on the pin, I'm sure, that you had there before. Any particular orientation that you want the hatch to be?
I just made all of the handles face forwards, like face you.
Okay.
But I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Yeah. Wow, it's definitely interesting. I think there's a lot of more experimentation we can do with this.
hmm.
Yep.